Good morning, everyone. This is Day 2 here in Chennai, and we would be visiting the Mahabalipuram Shore Temple and another museum somewhere around that place. So I would be taking you along, and right now we would be heading to the museum first in Mahabalipuram. So let's go. We have reached the Dakshin Chithra museum at the moment. This is somewhere near Muthukadu, which is in the East Coast Road of Chennai. So we would be exploring this place. This is actually a heritage museum which has recreated the olden days buildings. I would rather not say buildings. It's houses that were a part of this part of the country. So you would have quite a lot of houses which belong to potters, how exactly they lived and how the Brahmin community of this particular place lived. So each one had a different style of living, and the houses that they built would be different from each other. So in today's day, as you all know, that this particular part of the city, or rather the entire country for that matter, has quite a lot of apartments that's built, and it has pretty much lost its natural beauty. So we would be exploring this old city of South India, and let me see what are the things that would rather bring back the memories from my childhood. So let's go explore the place.
There are many handicraft shops along the path before reaching the site of different style of houses.
So the first house that we would be visiting is a Tamil Nadu style of house. So this particular place right there. So that is the place that we would be visiting right now. So the house that you see behind me is the Chettinad style of house. So this was predominantly somewhere around the Karaikudi section of the state, and you actually can see how beautiful and intricate the work is. Most of the decorative items in this particular place, be it the pillar, the door, and the other things here, are all intricately carved on wood. So yes, so this particular place, basically was a style of house that was made by the Chettiars. Chettiar is actually a community here in Tamil Nadu, a Tamil community. So let's go explore this place here.
This style of house has an open space in the center, and the rooms will be built along the side. The front of this house will have an elevated seating space called the Chennai in Tamil. Chettiar community were a trader group of people who had an eye for detail and would quite tastefully design the interiors of their houses.
We have reached the ambush style house here. So this is quite a long one. It actually ends in that place there. So this is actually called as an agraharam in Tamil, which is a Brahmin style house. So we will go inside and explore to see what other places there are inside.
There is a model of a teacher teaching the student Vedas and Shastras as per the Guru Shishya tradition at the entrance.
Room. This is the kitchen. You can see the temple, equipments. It doesn't make sense for me to say equipments, but yeah. So these, these are things like chariots and other things that are used in the temple during festivals or any kind of a fest.
This house looks similar to the Chettinad house, but its utility and vibe is so different. This place houses a traditional ploughing equipment used by the farmers, the different cradles that were used back then, and the utensils that were traditionally used by the people. We are next heading to a potter's house. It has an open workshop and a few rooms at the entrance. You can try your hands in learning the art of pottery by paying for it while buying the entry ticket. There are a variety of activities that you can probably opt for while entering the museum. My mom and I tried our pottery skill for the first time and it was fun.
This is the pot that I made.
This was a weaver's house from Kanjipuram, a city which is famous for its luxurious silk handlooms. This house had beautifully drawn kolam inside and a tulsi plant in the middle, the weaving machine to one side, and the other rooms were inside. As soon as you enter the Kerala region, the ambience, as true to its name, has the vibe of a small Kerala village. This is a traditional Kerala Hindu house. This is a traditional Syrian Christian house. This place has a living room, a study, a granary, a kitchen, and a bedroom. This is a replica of a Chikkamangaluru style of house that belonged to a trader. uniqueness of this central living room is it's surrounded by an enclosed passage that leads to the other room and is well connected to the living room from all sides. Of all the houses, this was the house that instantly caught my attention because it was not just the house that was replicated, but as soon as we entered the house, there was a distinct smell of smoke-soaked clothes and wall. I remember this kind of a smell when I used to visit one of my neighbor's house when I was a kid, who used to live close by and in a small space used to cook with firewood. So it is surely impressive that they were not just able to replicate the entire house, but also the experience of the actual ambience. This is a replica of a weaver's style of house in Andhra Pradesh who used to weave the ikat style of clothing. This is the entry to the backyard of the same house, which is also connected from inside. This is the end of the video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share, and also subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on my Instagram account, Deepika's Travel Diaries. Thank you so much for all your time. Until next time, stay tuned, stay safe.